Welcome to Mysteries, Myths, and Legends. I'm Taylor.
I'm Savannah.
And happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday. Okay, everyone. Just to start off right here, we have an announcement.
Dun dun dun.
Okay. We are doing a giveaway.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So go head over to Instagram to be a part of that and be entered to win. We have just in a group of little gifts that we think would be great for anybody who listens to this podcast.
Absolutely.
So we have a little Mothman stuffed animal, stuffed cryptid, plushie.
He's so cute. I want to keep him for myself, but I won't.
We have a haunted stories book. Where was that?
It's from Wilmington.
Wilmington Stories. Okay.
And it's one that we do stories out of, or at least I do often, because I also have the book. So, fun fact.
And some Nidos. So we talked about Nido. So you can
have to know that we love Nido. We need to be sponsored by Nido because we literally own every single one that they make.
Yeah.
At this point.
Exactly. So you you can have one of your own. Actually two of your own because there's two in there.
Two in there.
And I think there's also a little Bigfoot toy. I think that's everything. So if you go over to Instagram, there are the rules to enter are on the post that we have up, and you can see all the prizes on there. So
enter it if you want it.
Yep.
Yes. Okay, we also uploaded our vlog, finally.
Yes, we did.
On Mothman and our trip up to West Virginia, as well as to Lake Shawnee Abandoned Amusement Park.
Yep.
It's very fun. Go watch it. It's so crazy sorry it took so long. But we did finally get it out. And I am currently, as I speak, wearing my Mothman shirt. So, what a good weekend that was.
It was.
So definitely go to YouTube and check that out. Savannah, I have a question for you.
Okay.
I did, in fact, take Savannah to see Wicked. So how was Wicked for you?
It was awesome. It was really good.
I know. I loved it.
It was really good.
I have, since it came out, seen it 3 times.
You saw it again?
Yeah. My mom wanted to go.
Oh, okay.
See, the problem is a lot of my friends want to go. And I'm like, well, yeah, I'll go.
Yeah.
And another one of my friends also wants to go. So I might have to see it a 4th time. We'll see.
I mean, sometimes
I did only pay for it once. So
okay.
I'm really winning on that.
Yeah, exactly.
So look at me.
Okay.
But yeah. Anyways, that's really all I have.
Yeah, I think those are the only updates I really had too. So
let's get into your story, Savannah.
Okay. Okay. So today I have another cryptid to talk about.
Ooh.
I'm going to talk about the vegetable man.
What in the world?
Have you ever heard of the vegetable man?
No, but I'm very excited to learn about him.
The vegetable man, aka the Veggie man.
Okay. Fine. A cryptid?
Yes.
Okay.
The name is honestly like funnier than what he actually is. So
interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Where do you think he's from?
A farm. I don't know. Because of that, I'm gonna say Idaho.
Okay. Where are all cryptids from, Taylor?
New Jersey or West Virginia?
West Virginia.
Okay.
He's from West Virginia.
Wow. Well, he would be.
Fairmont. So like the northern part of West Virginia. I'm gonna go through like what he looks like first.
Okay.
So he is very tall, over 7 feet, people say. He's thin and like semi-human shaped. So like arms, legs, head, like humanoid kind of. Plant-based, which is where the veggie comes in.
What do you mean plant? Like he eats plants?
No, like he's plant-based. Like he's like a tree person or something.
Okay.
Like a.
So he is literally a veggie man.
Yes.
Okay. I see.
Yeah. he has large ears and eyes that change in color.
Ew, creepy.
So his
I'm imagining him to be a big piece of corn.
But he's like super tall and like thin. So he's like, I don't know, like a skinny piece of corn, I guess.
Yeah, like one singular piece of corn, you know.
Oh, yeah, it's true. And his eyes, so I said they change in color, but they go like switch from red to yellow like really quickly.
Red to yellow is crazy.
I know. And I'm pretty sure it's just like constantly.
Ew, he's like a lizard.
Yeah.
Kinda.
So his arms are really thin, like reeds of a riverbank, apparently. Whatever that is.
Ew.
And on the ends, you're gonna be sickened by this. On the ends of his fingers are suction cups, and they have thorns sticking out of them.
Literally, what are you even talking about? That is crazy. Ew.
Yeah. I know. I'm surprised I have never heard of this.
Me too. What the heck? This is so crazy.
Actually, okay, before I move on, I actually got this story from a book that I bought at the Mothman Festival.
Oh, nice.
So,
Speaking of, that's cool.
Yeah, I wouldn't have found it otherwise, so.
That's wild.
Anyway. Okay, so the sighting. There's one like main sighting that is talked about. So, let's go through it. It was like first described in an issue of Gray Barker's newsletter from March of 1976. And it tells the story of in 1968, around Fairmont, West Virginia, this man, Jennings Frederick, he was out for a hunt in the woods. And
typical West Virginia behavior.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. Just like, he's just out there. And then he heard a strange noise. It didn't sound like, another animal. It just sounded kind of like a record player running faster than it should. Is how he described it. Like a high-pitched jabbering noise.
Ew. I don't like that. I would be scared if I was in the middle of the woods and heard that.
Yeah. So he's like, he is scared. He's like, what is that? But he's also curious. So he tracked down the source of the sound, of course.
No, that would not be me.
And he eventually did find what was making the noise. He came face to face with the creature.
No. The Veggie Man.
Yes. And he said that it looked like weak and sickened. Yeah, like it was struggling. And he started to make out words, like this thing was trying to talk to him.
Oh, ew.
Yeah.
That's just like how it sounded?
Kind of. But then he was getting words like telepathically.
Oh, no. It's like an alien.
Well, I mean, let me just keep telling the story, but... Can't
sneak one past me.
So, oh my gosh, you're gonna freak out when I tell you this. So, telepathically, this is what he heard it say. You need not fear me.
Immediately fear. Immediately fear. Don't ever tell me that. I'm being so scared. Immediately.
I know, exactly. Okay, he said, I wish to communicate. I come as a friend. We know of you all. Okay, let's back that up. We know of you all.
All? The human race.
Yeah, but what gets me is we.
We, yeah. No, yeah. There's more than just that one singular corn.
Exactly. I come in peace.
No, that's typical.
He said, I wish medical assistance. I need your help. So he's getting all of these thoughts because it's telepathically telling him.
Yeah.
This. He's like, I need medical help. Because
we don't have alien doctors here.
Sick. Okay, well.
She said, we do.
No, we don't, but he still may be able to help him. You're not gonna like it.
No.
So after he tells him this, I guess he's still just standing there. He's like, maybe he's willing to help. I don't even know. But the creature lunges at him and like wraps him up in like his strong arms, right?
No,
Like
no.
gives him a hug almost.
Yeah. Ew.
But he, I told you this creature has like suction cup fingers with like thorns.
Yes.
It's like locking him in.
Oh my god.
It's basically like vines
It's like
wrapping
a saw
around.
trap. Yeah. No, that's
Vines
horrible.
with thorns wrapping around this guy.
Oh my God,
So he's not able to break away at all. And then, you know what he did?
I really don't know.
The Veggie Man started to drain blood from him.
Oh, that's how he needed help.
Yeah. It gives him energy.
Oh, okay. This is really scary.
It is pretty scary. And all Frederick could do is look into his eyes. Because they're flashing back and forth. So it's kind of like...
It's like hypnotizing him?
Yeah, it's kind of like putting him in a trance almost. All he's doing is like standing there, motionless, staring at his eyes.
Ew.
Like, because he's like, I don't know what else. Like, no, there's nothing else you can really do.
This is actually my worst nightmare.
Yeah, I mean, kind of. And then he broke away. The creature broke off and ran away and raced up a hill. And like into the distance, you can't see him anymore. And then Frederick, he heard a noise. He's like, he heard a deep humming noise. And he said it sounded like a ship taking off.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, he's like, okay, it was definitely his UFO, like, taking off.
Yeah.
So, he was actually an amateur rocket expert.
Oh, well, that's convenient.
Turned UFO investigator. And this is, as I'm saying, he's in the 60s, 1968, so 60s, 70s. And he's just like a UFO investigator guy.
That's so fun.
Yeah. He also claimed that he and his mother had multiple encounters and sightings of this vegetable man. And his mother, Iva, she said that she witnessed the creature shoveling grass and dirt into a bag.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. And she said that at first she thought that the bag was like a baby, but it was just like a bag of dirt.
What the heck are they taking the dirt for?
I don't know.
Study it, probably.
I don't know. And she also saw it boarding a flying saucer and flying off. So interesting stuff here.
Did they name it the Veggie Man?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't, like, I guess I get Veggie Man because it's like looks like a plant-like thing.
Yeah.
But also he seems like a vampire.
Right. Or just how about alien?
I know. Vampire alien guy. Why is this UFO stories get more believable now that we know that there's aliens in the ocean? But
I know. I know.
I don't know though. I don't know. So back to in the beginning of this, I said that this story was first described in Gray Barker's newsletter, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Gray Barker, he was a Braxton County, West Virginia native and a resident of Clarksburg. So he was, from the area. And he was also, people knew him to be a hoaxer.
Oh, okay.
From the 50s to the 80s.
Okay.
Yeah. And he specialized in UFOs and paranormal events. And a lot of people just, called bullshit on it. They're like, this is not true. He just... I mean, I don't know, though. Because, maybe he's just writing about this stuff and people don't believe it.
Yeah.
And it's then they're like, yeah, he definitely is just making everything up.
Yeah.
But, can you prove that? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you really can't. You can't.
So yeah, I guess people didn't believe him, but there is a collection of his research and correspondence in the Clarksburg Harrison Public Library.
Okay.
So if you're in the area, maybe go look it up. You can maybe see his newsletter that has this story in it.
That's cool.
It'd be kind of cool. And these stories also, they inspired Michael Strayer to write a children's book called Curious Creatures, The Vegetable Man.
I want to read it. What?
It's a children's book about the Veggie Man who walks around West Virginia in search of help to return home.
I'm about to get that for my nieces.
You should.
I am.
Wait, because
they know about West Virginia.
Yeah, and if you take away the part about him giving him blood, it's
just
like,
fun, yeah.
it's a cute story, kind of, because
Yeah.
he is helping him. I don't know.
Yeah, I wonder how they describe that helping him
I know,
in the children's book. I'm going to have to buy it and see.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, that's the Veggie Man. There is one more thing I have to mention, that there was a Veggie Man Day. The first one was this year.
No way.
In July. We missed it.
Oh my gosh, no.
It was in Fairmont, West Virginia, and it was organized by the Moth Boys.
No way.
The paranormal podcast that I'm pretty sure we met.
Yes,
them,
we
right?
met them.
Yeah, we met them.
Shout out to the Moth Boys. That's crazy. I was going to say small world, but it's not. But that's really wild. Wow. Okay, well, we might have to go next year.
Yeah.
I actually would. Okay. But he survived. Like, he might have lost blood, but he survived.
Yeah.
So if it did happen, I would low-key be down to see the Veggie Man.
You would.
I would really. Yeah, I would, because I want him to prove it to me.
He only did it because he was weak.
Yeah.
Too.
So first of all, maybe he wouldn't need the blood. The mom saw it, allegedly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, yeah, he can prove it to me. As long as he doesn't, take all my blood. He can have some of it.
Yeah, you can do a blood donation.
Yeah, exactly. I've
donated
donated blood before. So, yeah, I'm down. Because, like I said, okay, listen. Also, I do have to say that there's a new movie coming out where a little boy wants to be abducted. I think it's called Elio. It's like a Pixar movie or something. Okay. We have to see it, but that's how I feel right now. Saying like I want to be abducted by the Veggie Man.
Yes. Oh my god.
So fun. Well, you know what's funny? Me and Savannah never know what stories we're doing, and our stories always connect. I couldn't literally stop thinking about it the whole entire time.
I do also want to mention, this guy is the only. Did I already say he's the only person who's ever seen?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so that makes it a little
and
bit...
supposedly his mom.
Yeah. Did he say his mom saw it, or did his mom say she saw it? Because I could be yeah, my mom saw it too. But
yeah.
Did she?
Yeah.
Interesting. We might need to talk to the Moth Boys about this and see...
Yeah, see what they think
their opinions. Well, I guess moving into my story.
Yes.
I have... for you, the legend of Lake Baikal. Have you ever heard of it? No. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. So Lake Baikal is located in Serbia, Russia, also, and it is the oldest and deepest lake in the entire world. The way that I have never heard about this before is absolutely mind-blowing. I don't understand. Because
I've never heard of it.
Oh, you're so not ready for this. It is over 12,000 square miles long, and I need you to guess how many feet deep it is.
10,000.
Well, it's 5,000 and some change. But
okay.
Have you ever been in a 20-foot pool? Or even 10?
See, even that is crazy.
The 20-foot pool is so scary to me. And that's only 20. So over 5,000, it's actually 5,387 feet deep. But the thing is, people don't know if we've actually found the bottom. We'll get into it a little bit later.
So it could be more.
It could be more. It definitely could be more. And it could be bottomless. We'll get into it.
Bottomless? How is it bottomless?
Who's to say?
It goes to the other side of the world.
Maybe. Or maybe somewhere else. We'll see. So, your jaw will be on the floor. You're going to have to pick it up.
Okay. I'm ready.
I'm going to tell you how old it is, but I'm going to tell you that you actually need to buckle your seatbelt for this one.
Was this just
this is the oldest story we've ever, not that old quite, but it is estimated 25 to 30 million years old. Million.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah. In 1886, far, far long in its history, it was declared a World Heritage Site. But the craziest thing is that this is a complete giant hole in the earth, like without the water. If the water was not there, it's just straight up a hole in the earth. It's humongous. It's fresh water, and apparently it's actually really clear. So I don't know how that's possible, considering how deep it is, but apparently it is.
I know. I don't imagine it to be clear.
No.
I imagine... Well, now that you're saying it's clear, like, I just imagine it being really dark then.
It's actually, like, the most beautiful place I've ever seen.
Really?
Yeah. Which is crazy, because I'm about to tell you, I don't even know how many, 7, 8, 9 legends from this place.
Oh, God, okay.
Like, short versions of the legends, because there are, when I tell you, thousands probably of legends at this lake.
Wow.
There's no way I could tell you all of them today. Never. So, I will tell you a few of them, and the first one I'm going to tell you about is one of the earliest legends of the lake. So, according to legend, Lake Baikal appeared one day in very, very ancient times as a result of an earthquake, which that makes sense, honestly.
Yeah.
The legend says that the earth opened up and fire spewed out from inside the core,
My God.
burning everything in its way. And because of this, it literally, basically, they're saying the earthquake caused the center of the earth to crack open to make this lake.
Insane.
So the people who lived around the lake at that time, they had no choice but to run away and pray to the gods. But unfortunately, the gods were not listening and did not care to help them, because these people, some of them, got took by the fire. Some of them did make it out. And the legend says that everybody from around the area could only say 2 words, Baikal, which translates from Russian to stop the fire. So that is actually, allegedly, why it's called Lake Baikal. And they do say eventually the fire stopped and disappeared back into the earth as if it had never existed. And then in the place where the hole was, it quickly began to fill with icy water, creating Lake Baikal today. So that's the legend of the origin. Which is a completely wild start of the day, because some people, they're like, okay, that was like the gates of hell opening up.
Yeah.
And maybe not, though. We'll see. So, moving to more of the recent legends from Lake Baikal. It is apparently considered to be a very special energy center. Scientists, ufologists, shamans, so many different professionals from all over the world claim that this lake has a sort of life-giving energy, and people want to come here all the time and study this lake all the time. So, as more of the 20th and 21st century, legend says that if you go to Lake Baikal, you will see silhouettes of what people have started to call mist riders.
Okay.
Basically, people report seeing ghostly figures kind of rushing, kind of like riding on top of the lake water, like running directly at you. Like if you're on the shore, if you're on a boat, no matter where you are. Like if you're above the water, people report to seeing like kind of, I kind of want to say like shadows, but it's also not like a shadow, if you know what I'm saying.
Okay.
Hard to explain, but they call them mist riders because they're kind of riding along the waves. So that's horrifying. Normally, I feel like when we're talking about legends and lakes, or even ghosts, like we're talking about like them in the water. But no, this is above the water.
Yeah.
So, not safe anywhere around here. But basically, so the people will see them running, and it'll run directly at you. And then when it gets like close to you, it kind of like zooms off, and then they're said to move out into kind of like the middle of the water, where you can still see them. And then as you're watching them, they'll just disappear into absolutely thin air.
That's scary.
Yeah. And so this phenomena has been experienced by so many people, but they're still kind of not like able to put in the words as well as they can, like as what they're experiencing. They're like, it's actually really scary. They don't really do anything to you, but it's still scary. And it reminds me of the scene in Get Out, if you've seen that movie, where the gardener starts to like run at the main character and he's running really fast, and then right before he like runs into him, he quickly turns. That's what it's giving.
Yes.
But on top of the water, and it's a ghost. So that's even more scary.
Oh my God. I can't even imagine.
No. And so the locals believe that these mist riders are actually like ghosts of the old ruler and his like people, like his like guards or whatever. His name was Hassan Joseon, I think.
Okay.
And he unfortunately drowned in the lake along with his entire army because they were crossing the lake in the middle of winter on the ice.
Oh my god.
And as you can probably imagine,
they fell through.
The ice cracked and everyone drowned in the lake. So since then, people think that these souls of these warriors are actually the ones who are the mist riders and haunt the lake because they cannot find peace. So,
wow.
Yeah. It's not good, but like maybe they're just lost. I don't know. So yeah, there's that. Moving along to yet another crazy thing. Like I said, my story also has aliens. And I did mention earlier that many ufologists like to come to the lake and study it. And that is because it's not only haunted, but it's also apparently a UFO hotspot.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And this possibly has something to do with like it being like a high energy place, like they
oh my god
said. What?
Now I'm thinking about how the aliens are underwater, and
that's literally a bullet point in here. I'm like, we literally have just confirmed that they're from the water, and this is the deepest lake in the world.
They're in there.
They're in there. They are absolutely in there. Oh, you don't want to hear about these though. They're not good. It ain't good, honey.
Yikes.
So, yeah. So because of all the reports of UFOs coming in, some locals got together and organized a UFO observation mission. And this happened back in 2012. They claimed during their little mission investigation, they seen strange lights in the sky. And then they were just in the sky hanging out, kind of floating around. And then they flew back into the water.
Okay. I mean...
So this...
It sounds
this led them to believe that the aliens do in fact live in Lake Baikal. And like Savannah said, literally just a few months ago, this year in 2024, the government came out and said that the aliens are living in the ocean in water. So I'm just like, this is the deepest lake in the world. Mm-hmm. Maybe the ocean's not big enough for all the aliens, I don't know.
Or they just want to be no, this is a base that's closer to people.
You're right. That's so scary. Don't like it. So, okay.
Now I'm just thinking about all the potential of all of the lakes.
Mm-hmm. Imagine the Great Lakes.
Yeah.
Those are big too.
Yeah.
This is why I don't like lakes. I say as I love the ocean, and that's where the aliens are confirmed to be. So, another thing that has to do with the aliens, allegedly. Okay, I'm just going to say allegedly because I can't blame the aliens. It might not all be the aliens, okay? That's the thing about this lake is that I can't really differentiate what's a ghost, what's an alien, what is causing what here because there's so much going on.
Yeah.
But there is a strange phenomenon that happens in this lake where boats will go missing, never to be seen again. Where are they going?
Oh my god.
This is what leads me to believe that maybe people don't know how deep exactly this lake is, and other people, and they're like, some people think they're like, oh, it's bottomless. Oh, it leads to the center of the earth, and we just don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. But as crazy and wild as all that sounds, where are the boats?
They're down there.
We're navigating the ocean. That's deeper. Is it? I don't know,
actually. I don't know.
Regardless.
Well, we can't get to the bottom of the ocean.
You're right, but people are like, we can't get to the bottom of Lake Baikal either. That's what people say. So, maybe the boats are down there. And maybe it's just a deep hole and it just sank really far. But also, I don't know. Who knows?
I mean, maybe they all just sink into the same hole.
Yeah, you're right.
Somehow.
Maybe. Or maybe it's the aliens.
Maybe. They're taking them to do research.
Yeah. I mean, there's people on there, maybe they need to suck their blood. Like that alien. Your alien, the Veggie man.
Maybe.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Another fun fact. Because of how deep this lake is, all of the fish in this lake look pretty scary. Because if you think about the fish that live in the deep parts of the ocean, the angler fish, they're kind of ugly. Not being mean to the fish, but they're just kind of ugly. Because they're used to being in the dark instead of the light. And that's kind of the same situation here. So not only is all this scary stuff going on around you, but there's also ugly fish. But that leads me...
scary fish.
Yeah. ugly. I mean, who says they're scary? I don't know. Maybe they're nice, but they are ugly.
Yeah.
And then we also have another quote unquote fish.
Okay.
In this lake. And by fish, I mean Lake Baikal's version of the Loch Ness Monster.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
This lake has all of the lake legends.
It literally, any kind of legend that's ever existed, it's all going on here at this Lake Baikal.
That's what it seems like.
Yeah, and they don't really give him a name. They're just calling him like the Loch Ness Monster of Lake Baikal.
Oh, okay.
But it's like all the same features. Like people have seen them. They've taken really blurry pictures, all the typical stuff. But they're like, yep, that's just our Loch Ness Monster.
Oh.
So, he's a little cutie. So also, I did mention the mist riders, right? Mm-hmm. The ghosts on top of the water. But guess what?
Oh my god. What? There's ghosts swimming in the water too?
There's things swimming in the water. That's not the ugly fish, and it's not the Loch Ness Monster.
Oh my god.
You are literally safe nowhere in this lake, apparently. So the monsters inside of Lake Baikal, they are known as the swimmers.
Oh my god. Are there real people swimming in this too?
I think it's really cold.
Yeah.
Like it's like icy water. So like maybe if somebody's doing like a polar plunge, but I don't think they're swimming for fun. Maybe in like the summer, it's maybe warm enough. There's definitely boats. Yeah. So I mean, I'm sure there's swimmers, but the swimmers that I'm talking about are not human swimmers. Okay.
Okay.
These swimmers of Lake Baikal, they are said to be inhuman monsters.
Oh my god.
So not even ghosts. They're just inhuman monsters.
Oh, so
basically,
scary.
Now this one is actually, I'm not going to say proven, but it has a lot of credibility. So the Russian Navy, people do swim in here. They actually train their divers.
Oh, okay.
Here, and so they were training the Russian Navy divers.
I mean, this is a good spot to dive.
As they should.
There's no bottom.
Yeah. Good spot to learn how. And so the Russian Navy divers, they were out there one day, and they all reported to have seen the Lake Baikal swimmers. And they absolutely terrorized them. So they're deep in the water, okay?
Okay.
They chased them. Kind of like the mist riders above the water, but underneath the water. Chased them. They had to swim away.
What?
And unfortunately, 3 of them were killed. Why? Because they were drugged so deep that they ran out of air.
Oh my god.
Yep. So 3 of them died. And that's actually fact. So I'm just saying, as beautiful as it is, I don't think I'm going to be swimming in Lake Baikal. Not that you're really even safe on top of the water either, but,
Oh my god.
Yeah, so scary. Again, I do think, I just have to say, as scary as I'm saying this place, it's like the most beautiful place on the planet.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Like, it's so crazy how it can be completely opposite.
A beautiful place last week. And
I know.
This week.
Well,
I need to see it.
It's not all based on looks. That's what they say. But yeah, but also like I want to go because of how pretty it is, but also the history. Like it's the oldest lake in the world. That's crazy. Deepest. Yeah. That's crazy. So I know I just gave a lot of reasons why somebody maybe wouldn't want to go to this lake, but I definitely want to go. Would you visit?
I mean, I feel like it's a place where like you're definitely gonna see something. So with that alone, like I do want to. There's like more chance of me seeing something paranormal.
Yeah. Okay. Look at this lake. Isn't it so pretty?
It is.
Like it's beyond gorgeous. It's also like tropical and also wintry. Like it's so many different.
That's insane that it is. Like thinking about how deep it is.
I know it really doesn't look that deep, but I mean, how do you ever?
How do you know?
Yeah, how would you ever know? It's crazy, but yeah, that is the legend of Lake Baikal.
Oh my god,
It's just so. I have no words, honestly.
No, I just feel like I need to follow the research on this and see if they uncover how deep it is.
Right, and can they like prove, like look at this picture. I'm sorry, this is like magical.
Oh my god.
Like it doesn't even look real. And there's just like, it is really cold, definitely there. There's like ice everywhere, but it's like the most clear see-through ice. I just want to chomp it, It looks that good. It's just so beautiful. Like, look at how clear the water is.
Oh my god, wait. It is.
I know.
So clear.
It's so scary. So I'm like, the fact that I know that it's so clear and people are reporting seeing these things, yeah. I'm like, it's not like, oh, it's muddy water. Maybe they saw a fish swimming by. Like, I don't know. That water's pretty clear. Like, can you really? I don't know. It's scary. But yeah. So if you want to see these pictures, along with some renditions of really scary pictures.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Check out our Instagram. Veggie, yes. Well, and like, I didn't show you any of the scary pictures. Scary pictures of but like, yeah, of like the mist runners and the swimmers.
Oh, right.
There's some really scary pictures of them.
I wish you had the picture of the aliens.
I know, and yeah, we don't have any reports of like what they look like because really, people are only seeing the UFOs, not actual aliens.
Yeah.
Because they see the lights and then the ships like going into the water, but yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Big aliens week this week. Love that for us. Well, definitely be sure to check out our Instagram, and while you're at it, you can go ahead and look at our YouTube and our TikTok.
Yeah, but go to our Instagram more, like, most importantly, so you can
enter the giveaway. Obviously.
Yeah.
And if you don't, that's fine. I want the stuff. No, I'm kidding. Please enter it. We'll we can't wait to see who gets it.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
So, and you'll get some of our stickers.
Obviously, of course. Yes, it's very adorbs. So definitely check that out. Check out our vlog. You guys have a lot of homework to do, for real. So go do all of that. And make sure to also, if you will, please rate and review us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
Yes, please.
But I guess that's really all I have this week, other than the fact that I am just sitting here very impatiently waiting for Spotify Wrapped to come out.
I know. I think it comes out tomorrow.
I think it does too, as we're recording. So when this comes out, Spotify Wrapped is probably going to be out. So share. Let us know if we're on there for you. We always love seeing everybody's Spotify Wrapped. So hopefully it's out. And if it's not out by the time that this comes out, I'm losing my marbles, honey.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I will lose it. But I do think we're going to get it very soon. So anywho, that is really all that I have for you guys this week. What about you, Savannah?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, well then I guess we will see you guys next week.
All right, cue the music.